Bible says, when Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, and I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Did you hear that the beginning, the platform that led to Jesus saying, the gates of hell shall not prevail, was with a question? And then he was asking them, who do men say that I am? And then when he finished, and then he turned and asked them, so who are you? So forget what the man is saying. Who are you? The promise that the gates of hell will not prevail began on the platform was, do you know me? That is where it began from. Do you know me? The summary of it all is, if you know me, forget all that happened in between, because that's where it began from. He said, who do you say I am? And Peter answered, I know you. And then he now said, the gates of hell will not prevail. You know why they prevailed? You acted like you didn't know him. They fought against you. The utterances you gave out sounded like you didn't know him. The way you got afraid made heaven think, this one does not know me. Because you forgot in 1 second, they that do know their God, they shall be strong and they will do exploit. How many of you realize that when we speak in tongues, we are not repeating what they taught us? It's coming from a knowing. This is the kind of knowing Apostle Paul says, I know whom I believe. I am persuaded. My knowing is giving me a persuasion. Until you are persuaded enough to look foolish in the eyes of men, you don't know him. Until you are persuaded enough and say, show me the water, I can put my legs in it, you don't know him. Knowing you, it is not a foray into knowledge management, but it is an acquisition of power. Apostle Paul was not making a mistake when he cried out and said that I may know him. Sir, with everything Apostle Paul knew, and he was crying, it wasn't knowledge he was talking about. It wasn't knowledge. There is a knowing that a man loses his identity to. Do you know me enough? Do you know that I will not abandon you on the way? Do you know that I am your God? Do you know that I will not allow the desires of your enemies to be fulfilled in your life? Do you know that I'm not a God of abandoned project? Do you know while men starts to finish, I'm only finishing to start? Do you know me enough, Shaka, that you will never be a laughing stock at the lips of many? Do you know me like that? Do you know that I say no longer shall it be said that the fathers have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth have been set on it? Do you know my mercy part? Do you know me?